Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image one, or you just found your way here and you don't know how you got here, who you are, what's your name, let me stop. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading was, I don't know where it came from, but I was like not struggling, but trying to find what reading was calling me today. And I was like scrolling through the long list of readings that I have, reading ideas. And this one song popped out to me, and I was planning on doing another reading at first, but the fact that the song, I keep singing it, I guess it means that Spirit is like giving me a direction to go in, so we're gonna go with that. The song that I'm channeling right now for today's reading is Wanted by Hunter Hayes. Okay, so we're gonna go with who is out there wanting you. Okay, we're gonna get into that. This could be somebody you know, a complete stranger who's just yearning, who's out there yearning, wanting you, that kind of thing. Okay, I wanted to do a romantic kind of reading. I didn't want it to be basic, what's next in love, who wants, like stuff like that. I wanted something different. So who's yearning for you? Okay, so for my group ones, please Spirit, who's yearning for my group ones? We have Six of Swords, and then we have Wheel of Fortune reverse. Interesting. Someone who I want to say you're on a break from, or someone where life hadn't been good or hasn't been good to your relationship. So in order for things to like get better, you guys had to move on. And the only thing that I know about, not the only thing that I know, but what is coming to mind, I should say, is twin flame connections, right? When you're in a twin flame connection, the only way for you to get better or move on or heal is to sometimes not be in said connection. And that's the kind of vibe coming through here. So who is wanting you? Or this could also be representing someone you haven't met yet, because the wheel is still in reverse and it's kind of like they're moving towards. So someone who's moving closer and closer towards you as the days go by. But right now you're not in a connection. Okay, you're still in the separation because you guys haven't met yet, right? And now I'm hearing I Just Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. So for you guys, it's kind of coming through as someone who life hasn't been good to them. Life hasn't been good to you. Life hasn't been good to your connection. Okay. And that led to you guys being like ripped apart essentially. And now there's some healing that is going on between you or them, or just them or whatever. Or it's coming through as someone who you have not met yet, and they're constantly moving towards you gradually, faster and faster. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming through here, and the Wheel of Fortune tends to represent the fixed signs. So we have Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. Who is yearning for my group ones, please, Spirit? Who's yearning for them? See if we can get more clarification to see who this person is. The Chariot card in reverse. Yeah. See, the Major Arcana cards being in reverse is kind of means, to me, I feel like in this specific reading, is your story hasn't been written yet. So someone who's on their way towards you. Okay, and now I'm hearing that song by J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, from her most recent like romance movie with that other guy. I forget his name. Something Owens or Owen something. On My Way. So she's like, I was on my way to you. I wasn't lost. I was on my way to you. Something like that. It's like a very nice song. I just hate that it had to be by J-Lo, child. No tea, no shade. But yeah, it's a really beautiful song though. I would recommend you give it a listen. I feel like if you listen to it like out of the context of it being by J-Lo, it's very beautiful. I fell in love with it right away. But yeah, she's like, I wasn't lost. I was just on my way to you. Something like that is coming through. So this is kind of giving someone who, this person is out there in the world yearning for you that you haven't met yet, And that's beautiful because, I kind of get the vibe that, of course, if they're yearning for you, you're in the world or out in the world yearning for them as well. So it's kind of like you aren't together right now. And it's kind of like life can't move forward. I can't really do anything. I feel unlucky, right? Because nothing seems to be working out. Whether this seems to be someone you don't know or someone you find out you do know towards the end of the reading. But it's definitely giving me a vibe of Major Arcana you haven't met yet, because all the Major Arcana cards are in reverse. So that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. Who's yearning for my group? Yeah, we have a Knight of Cups, a hopeless romantic person, someone who believes in love, who believes in courting. who wants to fall in love is a vibe that's coming through here. Someone who wants to fall in love. Now, the Chariot card is Cancer energy. So it could be a Cancer person. If this is someone who you're in separation with right now, this could be a Cancer person who's kind of yearning from afar, but they have no choice but to keep moving. Life doesn't give you the choice, honestly, to just sit still and cry over spilled milk, because life is so hard. All we can do is work, get up every day and love as best we can, spend time with the people around us who we care for, and just keep swimming, as Dory said. So this person is literally just trying to keep swimming, keep their head above water is what I'm hearing as well. And I'm hearing that song by Avril Lavigne, trying to keep my head above water, don't let me drown at the altar, something like that. This person's trying to keep their head above water, yeah. So that means spending time doing what they love instead of just sitting here crying or yearning for someone. But they're still yearning because, you know, what else can we do except yearn for things that we don't have, right? Yeah, exactly. Yearn for things that we don't have. See? Yeah, this is giving someone you don't know. So we're just gonna, I guess, this person, I'm trying to figure out if I want to continue pulling cards for who they are so you can get to know more about them since you don't know who they are, right? But what I'm going to do is get some cards from this little deck here, this oracle deck, and see what comes through for them. Then I'll just use my other tarot deck that I have here so you can learn more about this person. Now, group ones, please, Spirit, who's yearning for them? Who's yearning them? Who's wanting them? Who's yearning for them and who's wanting them? We have constancy. And we have a foe. Interesting. So yeah, for some of you, it is giving someone from your past that you've been trying to heal from, you know, who's been trying to heal from you. Oh, I hate when that comes through. We're not really getting any distinct, you know, past energy, but I'm picking up on it for a little bit. And like I said, or like I do say, sometimes when past energies come through, it's not always someone who you've been through this big old hoopla with and they hurt you so badly. It could just be someone you used to know. It could be somebody from high school, somebody from college who always had feelings for you, and they're continuously and still to this day, yearning for you, right? Like that could be the thing that comes through when someone meets when a tarot reader mentions someone from the past. It doesn't always have to be an ex that you have like the most horrible breakup with and you hate them and you would never want to be with them. Like I feel like it's someone you may not know of that is in your past that is yearning for you still. They never got a chance, never got a shot with you, right? It could be something like that, you know? It could be someone who used to tease you, who you used to tease, who it seemed like they didn't like you, but they really did. You know what I mean? That could be something coming through. And this constancy could be giving me an energy of to this day. Like, no joke, no laughy. I'm serious, guys. Like, constancy is like something that has been a constant in their life. They have always had feelings for you. And that's why it has kind of moved over into yearning. Because it seems like as the years go by, Six of Swords, life is going by. They're experiencing things, going through stuff. That yearning is still there. Okay? That's the kind of energy I feel like is coming through. And then we have a widower. So this could be someone who was married, who like lost their husband or wife, and then they have, I have a story, give me a second. And they still have feelings for you. You're the person that's like, they could see themselves with besides their wife or ex-wife or, no, I mean ex-wife, true. Besides the person they lost, okay? So for example, I was watching a video on your social media. I think it was Facebook. No, it was probably TikTok or Instagram. No, it was probably YouTube. Yes, YouTube Shorts. Okay, there is a channel called Meet Cutes NYC. But I'm pretty sure the Meet Cutes happen all over the world. There's one specific person who started a YouTube channel called Meet Cutes NYC, right? And this person goes around with their camera and meets couples and asks them how they met. What's your favorite thing about your person? Why did you fall in love with this person? What's any advice you would give other people? What has made your relationship last so long? Like, you know, the basic questions you ask couples who've been together for a long time, okay? And there was this one couple who he stopped and asked, like, are you a couple? They said yes, they confirmed. And he was like, how did you guys meet? And they were like, we were high school sweethearts. And then when they told their story, it can't come to find out they were high school sweethearts. They broke up. I think she ended up getting married, and then she had lost her husband, or she had gotten a divorce. I'm pretty sure she lost her husband. So her husband passed away, and it wasn't until her husband passed away that she was able to, like, I think he like slimmed her DMs, funnily enough. Because it always makes me laugh when I see older people who aren't like, I consider people who are old on social media talking about, yeah, slim somebody's DMs. Like, you're not too grown for that at your big age. Anyway, he slid into her DMs and he was like, are you single? And I guess she happened to be at that time because she lost her husband. And then it kind of seemed like things picked up where they left off. And I think one of the questions the guy had asked them, the interviewer, was like, how did it feel meeting her and her essentially being a different person because she had a whole marriage, you know, that you weren't a part of, that you know? And he was like, I just tried to be there for her as best as I could. I still have feelings for her. They were just so quirky and cute. I love them as a couple, but that's kind of what's coming through. Like, you met someone in high school, you had a crush on them, they had a crush on you. Things didn't happen, or things did. This is a high school sweetheart coming through, or even college sweetheart. Who knows if that's even a thing. You guys had like a little spark, but no one even made a move. Because, you know, in your formative years, it's kind of hard for you to put yourself out there, you know? Nothing happened. Years passed. Movement, Six of Swords, healing, living life, you know? But the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot card reverse, means the feelings are still there, the Knight of Cups. But when it comes to the cards that represent movement, they're in reverse. So stagnancy or being stuck on something, right? And now a song is coming through. Stuck on You is coming through. Stuck on you. I got these feelings down deep in my heart that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. And Six of Swords is kind of like an on my way energy. I needed a friend. And now that I am with you, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed, okay? That song is coming through. I'm pretty sure it's a Lionel Richie song, but the way I fell in love with it was through a cover of the song. But anyway, that's kind of coming through. This Six of Swords also kind of giving me someone who's like been watching over you, because we have this woman and her child that's like that he's like rowing them to safety essentially. So yeah, this could definitely be someone who always been kind of there, even when you got married, even when you've been in your relationships. They're like a constant. Exactly. Constancy. Period. Exactly. This person's been a constant in your life, despite you maybe being in relationships or having kids, out, you know, other people. They've always been there kind of like protecting you. So it could be like a very close friend of yours, but they haven't told you they have feelings for you, which you know is yearning. Yearning isn't always you're ever going to be with this person. It's just like, I always wanted you. I will always want you. This feeling will never go away, right? How sad. I don't like this, but that's kind of what's coming through for you guys. And this person could have like had a whole marriage and had a whole husband or wife, and they lost their husband and wife. And even then, even in their relationship with their husband and wife, their feelings for you are always there and strong, which is kind of ghetto in my opinion, but I guess to each their own. Like, even though they have been married, they still had feelings for you, but it's like, I couldn't say anything about it, especially if the bond between you guys is so close, right? They could be the uncle and aunts to your kids, and you never know they have this candle for you. Or maybe you do know and they told you, but you said, no, I'd rather just be friends. And now they've just been yearning from afar, right? Trying to heal the fact that this has never come into play with these two movement cards in reverse, right? It's going to be different for everyone, guys. Just take what resonates for you. But this would be quite ghetto, right? They were married. They could be a widower, right? Lost a husband, lost a wife. And now they still have feelings for you. It's just, it's giving like a weird kismet vibe, you know? Where no matter where you guys go in the world, those feelings are always going to be there. Whether you get to be together or not, right? Okay. Let's see what else comes through. We'll put these, I guess we'll keep this up here. And then I'm going to pull some cards from this tarot deck and see what else comes through for you guys. Who is this person to them, Spirit? Who is this person that's yearning for them? Who is this person to them? How would my group ones know this person, if they even know this person? Why would you do that? Relax. This could be someone you're like in a current separation keeps coming through. It's like a friendship that broke up. You don't talk to them. You don't see them. That's what separation is coming through as in this reading here. It doesn't have to be someone you were romantically linked with. It could be, right? But it's kind of giving someone who you're no longer in their life and they're no longer in your life. Here we have 7 of Wands coming through. It kind of wants to come out in reverse, but I don't like taking reversal for this deck. Yeah, someone who is like shame on you, public shaming vibes. Somebody you publicly shamed. Or someone you have your guard up towards because they hurt you very deeply. Somebody's name here could be Mia. The cards are just flying. Because in this widower card, it says Mia Kara. And that means, I believe, my heart. Someone's name could also be Kara also. Because I believe that's Superman's cousin, Supergirl's name. Her name was Kara. Here we have Ace of Swords. And then this card in the middle is the Emperor. Wow. So this person definitely has strong feelings for you. Okay, that's definitely coming through. But who is this person? We have Aries energy coming through. We have Ace of Swords coming through. So this person is someone I'm hearing pen pal. Writing buddy. That's basically a pen pal. There's something here about that. Someone who you like talk to. I'm not feeling called to say all the time, but this is someone who you are in communication with in some capacity, okay? That's what I can say. The Emperor is an Aries person. This person is very domineering, and I do feel like they like to take care of you. And even if you have kids and they're not with you romantically, this is someone who's always like showing up for you, right? Who's always coming in and saving the day in some kind of way. With the 7 of Wands, this could definitely be someone who saved you from public shaming, or they kind of like, they make you feel better. They console you, because the 7 of Wands here, it's someone who has their guards up because they're afraid of what everyone else has to say about them. Or maybe this person hasn't said anything because they're scared of what everyone else will have to say about them being with you or you being with them. There's something about that coming through. So it's either you lost a partner and you're scared of what the world would think if you moved on so fast, or if you moved on, period. You're scared of what your family would think, what your kids would think, especially if this is someone who's in your life beforehand, because now their question is, was there something going on this whole time? Like, there's a bunch of like different moving pieces coming through in this reading for you guys. So definitely take what resonates here, but I'm definitely getting a vibe of, look, the person's holding like a clock in their hand. Time has passed. You've known this person for a minute now, okay? But you're scared of what people would say if you were to be with them, okay? Or that's their vibe coming through. They have strong feelings for you, but they're scared of what people would say if they were to give it a go. This 7 of Wands always kind of confuses me, because 7 of Wands doesn't mean holding someone accountable. It means having your guard up, being on the defense, right? Having to defend yourself from people who wish you harm. It has nothing to do with holding people accountable. But I mean, I guess you would be in the defense mode if someone was like, holding you accountable for your stuff. Interesting. But we have like a lot of fire sign energy coming through, because we have the Wands and then we have the Emperor card coming through. So the Emperor is Aries specifically. The Wands energy is anywhere from Aries, Leo to Sag, okay? And then we have the Ace of Swords. I'm interpreting this as someone wanting to come towards you and talk to you. And with, how can I explain it? That paired with foe is kind of giving me with this faux card coming through here. That and faux is like someone you haven't spoken to in a long time because you had a falling out with them. See, that could have been the thing. This person wanted to hold you accountable, or you wanted to hold them accountable, but they weren't in the place for not to accept, they weren't in the place to accept that. Exactly. If you did want to hold them accountable for what they were doing and saying and acting and how they were acting, they weren't ready for to be held accountable for their actions yet, which is why we have the Six of Swords representing them having to heal and move on. You know? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So someone you had a falling out with, whether you were in a relationship with them or not, you were trying to hold them accountable for their actions, or they were trying to hold you accountable. That led to a separation, right? And that led to you guys like no longer being in each other's lives. And now it's kind of giving someone who has matured into an emperor energy. And an emperor is someone who can take care of other people, maybe in the way you wanted them to in the past, right? Maybe in the past you were nagging them, you're saying you want to be with me, but you're not taking me out. You're not saying anything. Your actions aren't matching your words, that kind of thing. You click them to the curb. And now they want to kind of start anew, start afresh, you know, a new connection with you kind of thing. And it led to them yearning. Maybe in the separation from you, they got married and had kids, and now they're like coming back towards you, and they're a whole different person. Because once you get married and have kids, the person you become is no longer the person who you used to be, right? And it doesn't have to be in a bad way or a good way. It's just the facts of the situation. Who you used to know that matters is no longer who they are, right? And that's why it's kind of like a new person, but also someone from your past, because they are a new person now, if that makes any kind of sense. But yeah, this Emperor card is definitely giving me someone who time has passed. They become a different person. They could dress differently, speak differently, look differently. They could look, you know, they have put on more weight. They lost a lot of weight, like something like that. I'm hearing time did them well. Time treated you well. That's funny. Get out of my face. That's the energy coming through here with the Ace of Swords. Means someone wanted to communicate, someone thinking about you and continuously thinking about you and trying to come up with a new way or an idea to kind of get you to be with them or to open up the conversation or something like that is coming through for you guys and this person. So someone who's yearning for you is someone who's been through a lot of life since you last spoke to them. It has led them on a healing journey, right? And the person they have become now is definitely somebody different. This person could be an Aries. This person could be a Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio, okay? This person is definitely wanting to give you their cup of love, because we have the Knight of Cups coming through here, okay? This person does want to clear the air. This person does want to let you know they've always had feelings for you. If this is someone who you like have never been romantically linked or involved with, but it all has to start with a conversation. I think that's all that I have for you guys, though. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. This person could also be like very calm, very soothing. They don't really raise their voice or get loud, because y'all know me. I'm usually like more of like a animated kind of person sometimes when I'm reading, but my energy is like it hasn't gone above like this baseline. I haven't gotten loud, I haven't gotten rowdy, I haven't gotten crazy, and I can get that way. So it's been like kind of very calm, very soothing. Someone who's very just like, I don't know, soothing. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, this person could have been someone who used to be really rowdy. It's kind of giving me like party boy, playboy vibes, right? Someone who was like just in it for the thrill, who was very like wham bam, thank you, mammy. And now they're kind of like more mature, but also they be in the house. They don't be outside running these streets anymore. And that has come with a lot of maturity. It's come with like a lot of growth on their part, you know? It's giving, yeah, grown vibes. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know where I even left off, but thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But other than that, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group twos. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 2, or you just found your way here some way, somehow, welcome to your reading. Today's reading is going to be about who is yearning for you, who is wanting you. Now, I was trying to come up with a topic for today's reading, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do, child. Spirit, help. So I was going through my list of ideas and kind of like glanced at, sometimes I write down songs instead of actual ideas. And the song that I like glanced by and just kept saying and it wouldn't leave my mind was Wanted by Hunter Hayes. And I'm like, okay, is this what the reading's going to be about? And I guess Spirit said yes, because I've stopped saying it now that I've sat down. So the song is like no longer continuously repeating in my head. So that led to me being inspired to do a reading about who is yearning for you, who is wanting you. This could be somebody you know, somebody you came specifically to watch for, but it doesn't really matter who it is. We're going to get into more about who this person could be. So you're going to have I'm going to try to get as specific as I can get, okay? If at any point this reading is not resonating, I just saw 111. So this could be somebody you just met, okay? Just putting it out there. Or someone you're about to meet, is what I just heard as well. If it's not resonating at all in any kind of way and you have no idea what this person could be, that could mean it's because you haven't met them yet, or it's just not your reading today, and that happens. It's something that happens often, okay? So just don't, choose another reading maybe, or just wait for this person to appear. Who knows? But we're going to get into it. Who? Wow, that's crazy how I was mentioning freaking Jennifer Lopez in group 1, and I clicked on the computer to turn it on to see what time it was, and there's a Jennifer Lopez quiz. Coincidence? I think not. Anyway, if you don't feel called to this group, or this group doesn't resonate, you may feel called to group 1, and that could be your group. Here we have the Magician. Yeah, all of these are in reverse. Interesting. We have the Magician, we have the 5 of Cups, and then we have the 8 of Swords. I mean, these were all in reverse. He put them all up right. Who is this person? Interesting. Can I get one more card? Who's yearning for my group 2s, please, Spirit? Who's yearning for my group 2s? Is this 9 of Cups? No, it's the Page of Pentacles. So it's kind of giving somebody you just met, but then why do we have these heavy emotions coming through for someone you just met? Let's see if we can get any clarification with these oracle cards really quickly before I get into the reading. And the cards don't want to behave. Okay. Please, Spirit, who is this person that is yearning for my group 2s? Can we get more signifiers for who this person is? What is this? Is this letter? We have frivolity. This could have been someone you had like a wham bam thank you man with. And now they kind of want more. Maybe they told you at first they didn't want anything serious, and now they want more. We have frivolity and we have money. So this could be someone who spends their money really, frivolously. They could have a lot of money to spend or not. Can I get more energies for my group 2's person? And here we have love. Wow. This card rarely comes out. Interesting. Now I'm curious. This could be someone who's curious about you. They feel stronger feelings than with you guys, for sure. So this person may have met you and they realize they like you. Things could have gone further than either of you intended it to, and now they find themselves falling in love. Maybe this is a friends with benefit situation. I'm going to try to get more energy. With the Magician already coming right off the bat is Gemini and Virgo energy. So this person could be a Gemini or a Virgo, and it's kind of we have this sadness and we have this reluctance. So this person could have been heartbroken a lot of times in the past, and they are reluctant, or because of that, now they're reluctant to give their heart to anyone else. But with you, they kind of feel feelings of love burgeoning between the two of you guys, or at least on their part. I'm looking to speak for them. I don't know about y'all, okay? But it's kind of this person's really sad and lonely, and they didn't see any other way forward than to close themselves off from love with the 5 of Cups. And they could have been not not too much on these men out here, but I swear they get one little heartbreak and they just never want to fall in love again. And they spend the rest of their life being a playboy. So you could have met them in their playboy phase after they went through this breakup or after they were hurt. And they were like, I like you. You were like, I like you too. And you guys both agreed to, like, you know, see where things would go, right? Because the attraction was there. The flirting was there. That kind of thing. The ease in the connection was there. And you decided to see, hey, let's see where things go, right? And they were very much in their I'm on like wham bam thank you man energy. But then as soon as you guys like did things and maybe you guys are still talking, you guys are hanging out, and it's like giving, you know, friends with benefits vibes. So they were getting to know you as a person. Now it's kind of like turning to love with them. And it wasn't something they were expecting later. And that's the kind of vibe that's coming through, because you have the Page of Pentacles here, where it's kind of like you see this new opportunity and it's something you want to explore, and it's something you see growing into something even more. And it's funny because when I was shuffling this deck before I started your reading, the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles were at the bottom of the deck, right? And I'm like, interesting. And it's kind of giving someone who like build this connection with you, or now they have this attachment to you and they want to see where things go. And now it has turned from detachment to yearning, which is very interesting for me, because now I'm invested. Do you know them? Do they know you? What's going on? Tell me in the comments. I'm nosy. But it's kind of giving that vibe, manifesting something more, even or despite this sadness and despite this reluctance or hesitancy. Because the Eight of Swords and energy of someone thinking they're trapped, thinking they don't want to fall in love, thinking they're done with love, but really they're just scared to go, look beyond, or to venture out of this shell or of this scarcity mindset they've built up in their head, like love isn't for me, no one's going to fall in love with me. And that kind of energy keeps coming through. And it's also kind of giving me the vibe of someone who says they don't want to fall in love, but they truly, truly, truly in their heart of hearts want to fall in love so badly. So how can I describe it? What's the saying? They are inadvertently manifesting love with the Magician card coming out, even though they're sad, even though they're disappointed, even though they're scared to bare their heart, they're still falling in love. And they found that little seed with you, with this Page of Pentacles, and it's something they kind of now want to water. Because the Page of Pentacles is someone who just unlocked something. They just found a secret door. And now they're like, do I want to venture into the door more? Do I want to close the door? This love coming through with frivolity and money is kind of good. They want to build towards, or they want to invest in, right? They want to give their money towards this cause, if you will. Okay? That's the kind of energy coming through for this reading. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I wish the card just stopped acting up. Like, now I'm getting heated because I'm trying to be calm about it and not get upset. And I'm like, what's the problem? Just behave. Frivolity. This person could be really pretty and they could have like a lot of money, like pretty, handsome, whatever you want to call it, good looking, that kind of thing. Yeah, and we have two doves here. This person has been hit with Cupid's arrow when it comes to you, and they weren't expecting it. This person could still be young or younger than you, because pages represent that. I feel like knights are people your same age, and kings and queens are people older than you, okay? And pages are people younger than you. This person could be younger than you. They weren't expecting to fall in love with you or fall for you, and they did. Now we have Virgo energy coming through again, because Pentacles are the earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and then we had Virgo coming through in the Magician. So we have Gemini, Virgo, and then Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo again, okay? So far. So yeah, this person's like, I don't know, they're trying to overcome this sadness and heartache. Because also what I love about the Five of Cups is this person's crying over Three of Cups, 3 cups in front of them, not realizing or not wanting to realize they still have 2 cups behind them that are full. And 2 of Cups in the tarot represents love, romantic relationships, dating, right? So this person's like, oh no, the frivolity, literally the fun of it all is leaving, because now I want more. And this person has it in their head or their heart that relationships are not fun. And it's kind of like, in order for me to be with them or to come to terms with the feeling, I have to come to terms with the fact that things are not going to be fun anymore. We can't be frivolous anymore. We can't be flirty, because now we're going to be an old ball and chain. This person could consider love and romance and relationships to be the old ball and chain, where you're like dragging around the ball and chain wherever you go because you're like shackled to this person, right? And you can't explore, or not, you can't do whatever you want to do anymore. You can hang out with your boys or go on spontaneous trips because now you have somebody holding you down. And I feel like, I don't know if that's you or what you want to do. That's not what relationships are, nor what they can be. This person's just looking at relationships from a lack mindset with this Eight of Swords coming through here. Like, they're only this way, and I don't want that, right? So I'm running away from love and relationships. But then they meet you, and whether you've been intimate, or they're just getting to know you, or you're just friends, it's kind of like, wow, I kind of, the more I'm around this person, the more I feel like I want things to be different. Now I'm feeling feelings of love. Now that I feel like our bond deepening, and it's something they want, deep down. But so like they're subconsciously still manifesting this love, even though their mind is like, no, love only gets you hurt and betrayed and let down. Okay, interesting. But yeah, the Three of Cups in the tarot represents fun, casual, drinking, that kind of energy, pleasure seeking. Because in this deck, there's like pleasure seekers. Pleasure seekers is one of the cards, and it's kind of like three friends, like, painting the town red kind of energy. And that could be something coming through as well. They could have made a pact with their friends, like, this is going to are going to blah blah blah. Come on, this is going to be our year being single and being together, and they came and like stumbled upon you. Now they're kind of like, I don't want to break this path that I made with my friends. Like, yeah, like my friends, I'm crying over the loss of my friends in order to be in this connection. It's kind of like, no, there's a way for you to have both. Like, what's the problem with, like, what's up with this person? Like, excuse me, there's a way for you to have both. It doesn't have to be either or. Dang. Yeah, this person's so stuck in this lack mindset where I can have friends and a girlfriend. I have to only have both. Like, please, get real. Be real right now. Anyway, now we have these. Bruh, move. These cards coming through. Like, I'm trying so hard to keep my cool. And that could be your person as well. They're trying so hard to keep their cool and not like drop down to their knees and beg. Stop it. And beg for you to be with them. And now that trend from social media is coming through where people are like, what is it? You better drop to your knees and bark like you want it. Yeah, this person doesn't want to be a simp, but they're simping for you really hard on the low, right? This is hilarious. I'm like, you better shoot. This person doesn't want to bend to your will or admit they like you, or they're even beginning to like love you as a person. It doesn't always have to be romantically either, but the feelings are definitely there for them and they're deepening. Oh, like, you better bark to your knees and bark like you want it, period. They don't want to do that. They don't want to fold. They don't want to look weak. Wow. Anywho, let's keep going and try to find out more about who this person is. This person wants to be big dog. Because now I'm hearing Underdog by Roddy Ricch. It's like a part of the song that goes, big dog, big dog. Hold on. I got nervous. Big dog, big dog, big dog, woof. But the name of the song is called Underdog. Okay? The teller just asked me how I want the cashy. I told them 100 large. Yeah, this person could have a lot of money. Or maybe they feel like they're the underdog in this whole love thing because they're not used to love. They're just used to throwing money at a problem, or like I said, sleeping around or something like that. Now they have to put in the effort. They feel like they're underdogs. They don't know really what to do. So maybe this person could be like older than you, but you're making them feel youthful and young and innocent and shy again. And they're like, I don't know how to exist or operate within this frame of thinking that I'm younger, or like, being shy. Because I was like, I was shy to sing the song. I'm like, when am I ever shy to sing a song? For those who know me and have been on this channel for the longest with me, I'm not afraid to burst into song, but for whatever reason, I was like, I don't want to sing this song. I'm scared to express myself or, say what I feel or say what's coming through. You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep going. Who is this person that is yearning for my group twos, please, Spirit? Who are they? Can you tell us more about them? We have Hermit. So we have Virgo energy coming through freaking strong as heck. We have it in the Magician. We have it in the Page of Pentacles. Now we have it in the Hermit. And this is a literal card of someone keeping things to themselves. This is someone who's going through an ascension, or they are in the process of learning more about themselves and who they are. And that could be them as well. They're in this hermit mode of, wow, now I have these feelings. I've never had these feelings before. I didn't want these feelings. Now that they're here, what do I do with them? And this is that contemplation mode coming through in the Hermit card. Oh, this feels so good. Like itching your eye. Like, it's so bad, but I'm just like, it feels so good. And that could be something when it comes to this connection as well. Like, you're doing things that feel bad, but they feel so good. Or this person could feel like they're doing something that's bad, but it feels so good. Or both of you feel this way, who knows? But the Hermit card says there are some things that must be done on your own. And this person's giving solitary wit. So it's giving someone who would rather be by themselves. They may not have learned to be tied down by a connection. They want to be single and ready to mingle, or they're scared of getting hurt. But look at how they have themselves surrounded by these heart curtains. They want to be in love, but they're scared of what that would do to them, or where that would take them, or how it could end up. Let's see what else is coming through. So we have the World. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're dealing with someone who's been really hurt in the past, who has been, I'm hearing, cheated on, or has had to end connections because of like deep-seated hurts. I'm hearing this betrayal could come from like their childhood, their parents. Maybe their parents got divorced and that was their first betrayal. And that was their first like example of a relationship not lasting. You know, when you go through stuff like that, kids born from divorce have their own scars to deal with, such as feeling like any relationship they be in will end that way. And there's also kids who have to deal with parents never seeing any love in their life growing up. At least those kids got to see their parents in love for a time. Some kids don't have that. So it's definitely giving like childhood wounds a little bit. And that could be something this person's working on with the Hermit card coming through. This person likes to lick their wounds and like exists in a place where no one can see them be vulnerable or look weak is the kind of vibe coming through here. So the World card says, yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate your job well done. I'm hearing graduation. So this person could have been someone you went to school with. You met at school. So like a loner. This person's definitely giving loner vibe. So if you know someone like that, this could fit. That's like a Virgo, because Virgo keeps coming through. The World is also fixed signs. Okay, so we have Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. So those signs can also be important. These could also just be placements this person has in their chart that make up the sum of their parts, right? Okay, so yeah, we have the World. The World can represent having a lot of eyes on you as well. So this person could like have a lot of people depending on them or looking at them, and they don't like the pressure. That could be something coming through as well. They don't want the constant pressure of having to perform or do good by someone. This person's shrewd. Don't let me get my belt. We have Three of Swords as well, which represents, emotional turmoil. This person is not tormented, but torn apart. They don't really know what to do, honestly. I feel for them. Because of this Ten of Swords here, they think they're cursed romantically, so they're scared of starting any new connections because it may not end well, right? But they can't base one fail. It could have been multiple, not too much on them. I don't really know them. It could have been multiple failed relationships, and now they're scared to like open their heart up again. They're in their own little love cocoon here with the Hermit card, and they don't want to introduce anybody else into it. It's kind of like someone who's like intensely private or protective of their life and their heart. Interesting energies coming through for your person. Three of Swords, it's okay to cry. This person could be very emotionally open about these things. This person could be crying. This person could be a crier. They're very expressive, especially with this World card coming through here. This person could have like a lot of eyes on them because the World does represent that as well. a lot of eyes on you, being like the center of attention. But the Ten of Swords says hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches. It kind of ties everything together really beautifully. They've been hurt. They don't want to be hurt again. But the love for you is there and it's growing. And now it's up to them to decide, hey, in this hermit mode they're in, do I want to risk that? Or do I want to continue just living in this state of yearning for someone so badly? Very interesting. Okay, I want to get some cards for how you may know this person. How does my group choose know their person? Please, Spirit, how do they know their person? This card wanted to fly out. You have a Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and it wanted to fall out for real. Slowly but surely you're going places. So it's definitely giving maybe work or school. Knights are also giving your age group as well. The people you meet in school or during class or at a hobby or something or out on the town are usually people who are in your age group, right? Let's get some more cards. They have like literally a suitcase full of money. So this person could definitely be very well off. And they would have been focusing more so on money, taking on extra shifts, whatever. And then you kind of came and like blew up their whole plans. This doesn't have to be someone you know at work, but it's giving the same thing. They were worried about money, longevity, living their best life, friends, partying, traveling. This is the vibe this person's giving off, a little bit of a playboy, right? Then here you come, you know, sparking feelings in them. Now they're kind of like, what am I to do? What do I do? And what card is this here? We have the Seven of Wands. Yes, interesting. It's definitely giving not wanting to be shamed or not caring what people think, the public think. So there could be something taboo about this connection where they're scared of what like the outside of public opinion would have to say about you guys. They don't want to be shamed publicly. How rude. Okay. Here we also have the Empress coming through. Do we have the Emperor for your person? Or no? Was that group one? That was group one. You have the Empress coming through. You could know this person through your family, through your mother. That could be confirmation for somebody out there. You know this person through your mother, through family. You could have kids with this person as well. That could be another confirmation. You have another card here. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's giving mother. It's giving doctor's office, maybe. I'm hearing professor as well. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. That could definitely be something you could be teaching this person. You could have been introduced through like family or like a doctor. Like when you were coming out of an appointment, they were sitting there waiting to go in for their appointment. Your mom's friend. Or you came to pick up your mom from like, is it Stitch class or whatever? And they came to pick their mom up from Stitch class. You kind of met each other, you know. This could be the tale of like canoodling moms trying to get their, you know, respective child in a connection with someone. It's kind of like when your mom is like, I met a lawyer or my friend has the doctor's son for you. And you're kind of like, Mom, please, I'm trying to set me up with people. And they're like, no, meet them. And then you kind of meet them, but you really didn't want to. Or you're not looking for anything serious. But you can't tell your mom that you're a playboy, right? Or this person can't seem to. And the mom's like, just meet her. She's such a good girl. And they're like, fine. But they came in so closed off. They weren't really expecting to like you. And they kind of did start to like you. That's the energy coming through. Because it says the witch is in. And that's kind of like even the doctor's in. And then it's like there's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. So this person is definitely someone who may have it all. Okay. This could be someone who's like a coworker, who's like the doctor in the room next door, in the floor above, in the same what is it called? Hospital as you, right? But they're just the doctor of oncology, and you're the doctor of cardiology. Who the frick knows? And it's kind of like we're so busy we can't meet up. Like we're not looking for anything serious, but it's like, of course, they have no choice, but they don't have a choice. But it didn't seem like they had a choice. Because coming with the vibe that they're coming through as, if they would never fall in love, they'd love that. But they did, or they are starting to. You know, it's giving a blind date as well. Some of your parents put you on a blind date and you weren't expecting, or your friends did. And I was kind of like, I didn't want anything. Now I do kind of energy. More Pentacles vibe coming through with the Nine of Pentacles, so it is giving big Earth sign energy, especially because we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through as well. So Earth sign vibe, someone who is responsible. It's just like nobody's saying they're like immature and, you know, but it's just like, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, but now I kind of want one with you, you know, very funny vibes. Okay. Then we have Seven of Wands. Someone who's like trying to let their guard down, because this card didn't want to come out in reverse. I do remember that part, okay? So it's like, I'm going to try to let my guard down. I'm going to try not to be so defensive. I'm going to try not to be so rude or, what is it called? Skeptical, pessimistic, all those things. Then we have the Empress, which is Taurus and Libra vibes coming through. This person is very attractive, and I believe I said that with the frivolity card coming through, with the butterfly. Very pretty, very handsome, very attractive, okay? This person could have kids. They want to spend their time with their kids, and then, like, you're kind of distracting them from that, you know? Or they could have a pet or something like that. But the Empress says there's beauty to be found in every experience. The Empress is the epitome of abundance, of sit still and look pretty, of what I want comes to me. So this person does have a good time or an easy go of it when it comes to like getting, you know, love or dates or something like that keeps coming through. They're very good at that. They're lucky with that. You know what I mean? This person could be very much an eligible bachelor or bachelorette. And it's like everyone wants them, but they don't really want anybody. But then they kind of want you. You know what I mean? I'm hearing that song. What has to come through in so long? Wow. This used to be my favorite song. I'm hearing Anyone Else But You by Lana Condor and her now husband. I forget his name. Is it Alexander? Something like that. But basically the song is like, I don't want anyone else but you. I love when you say that you want me to. I know better than to promise forever, but I don't want anyone else but you. I just want you, okay? And the beginning of the song says, the moment we met, looking at you, I get overwhelmed. There's no one else but you. Looking at you, I get overwhelmed. There's no one else in view. I need you now. Looking at me, you give me every reason that you want me to. Like I do now. Hate that I'm hesitating. What's wrong inside my brain? How come your love is so patient? I kind of feel insane. I know that I'm not... Is the computer working? So of course the internet is not working. It's so freaking annoying. I don't know what's been up the last few days. Okay. Looking at you, I get overwhelmed, there's no one else in view. I need you now. Then you look at me, give me every reason that you need me to, but I still doubt. Hate that I'm hesitating. What's wrong inside my brain? How come your love is so patient? I kind of feel insane. I know that you're not faking, but I get in my own way. Exactly. I know that I'm not faking, but I get in my own way. All I want is to hear you say that I don't want anyone else but you. I love when you say that you want me to. I know better than to promise forever, but I don't want anyone else but you. I just want you. And then the moment we met, all my friends were asking who I'm staring at. They know now. All my friends kept asking who I'm staring at. Yeah, they know now. Then something. The space between us wanted to collapse like I do now. Something like that. Go look up the song. It's really nice. I like it. But it's definitely saying that no matter how much I want you, or no matter how much I knew you wanted me to, I'm still doubting that you want me, right? Like the first time I met you, I was looking right at you and I just wasn't looking anywhere else. So much so that my friends were aware of it and they were asking me who was I looking at. I wasn't telling them, but they know now because we're together, right? And like the space between us wanted to collapse. Like I love that part of the song. So that's just the imagery. Like you see someone across the room and the space between you just wants to collapse. You want to move towards them and meet, like, beautiful, gorgeous energy. So it's definitely giving an energy of, I don't want anyone else but you. And I love when you say you want me too, right? So it's just like a little bit of, I don't know, letting this person grow a little bit, you know, come to terms with their emotions. Nobody's saying you have to stay with them or be with them forever, but it's definitely giving it a vibe of learning to let love in despite being scared, you know? But this person's very nurturing. This person wants love, but it's just like they're like, yeah, like a little insecure. Like, do you really want me? Are you really gonna stay with me forever? Like, I know you're telling me you want me, and I know that I want you, but is it gonna last? Like overthinking, right? It's kind of like thinking yourself or backing yourself into a corner constantly. Like, I like them, they like me, well, what's the problem? There is no problem. Fall in love, let yourself fall. But this person's like too analytical, too in their head, overthinking vibes, because Virgo kept coming through, right? Okay, that makes a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it. But this person's very nurturing, caring, loving, but they're scared. They have their defenses up because they've been hurt. And they need, like, if things were to ever go anywhere, they would like to take things slow with you. If you guys are already in the process of doing that, then you would know who this person is, right? But it's definitely kind of giving like a very healing energy because we have the Empress and we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is like the physical healer, the nurturer, taking care of everyone, right? You bring your pet to them, fix my pet. You come to them with your problems, they fix that as well. It's giving doctor, okay? And then we have the Empress, someone who's very nurturing and caring, someone who's very stylish, someone who's very beautiful and very pure. And it's like, but they're very defensive of their heart. And like to take things really slow, okay? So I'll leave your reading right here. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 3, you just found your way here randomly. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is going to be about who is yearning for you, who wants you, that kind of thing. I was kind of lost on what reading to do today, so I was kind of going through my list of readings, and there's like so many. I was getting overwhelmed, and I was like, please, I was going to do another reading, but then one of the songs that were on the list kept playing in my head. And I'm like, okay, this is the reading, but what can this song be interpreted into? What topic, what idea? And it was Who's Yearning for You, because the song is Wanted by Hunter Hayes. And now I'm hearing, you know I'd fall apart without you. I don't know how you do what you do, but everything that don't make sense about me makes sense when I'm with you. Okay? Like everything that's green, girl, I need you. But it's more than one and one makes two. Put aside the math and the logic of it. I want to know you want it too. Because I want to wrap you up. I want to kiss your lips. I want to make you feel wanted. That song is coming through, okay? This is the first time in all of the groups that I'm singing the actual song. So this song can be important to you, okay? But you could very well know the person who is yearning for you, or you yearning for them too. Could be a thing as well, okay? So let's get into it. We were also getting a lot of major arcana cards when I was like shuffling the deck. I was like, what? I saw the Devil, Judgment, High Priestess, the Sun. I'm like, what the heck? So this is like a major connection. Is this the Moon? Yeah. Who is this person that is yearning? They're in the shadows. But they're really going through it because the Moon is all about like heavy emotions and secrets and depth and the nighttime and that kind of energy. Like the moon is the true like yearner. I would say of the celestials. I don't know why, but the moon is just, I don't know, she's giving that kind of energy to me. So this person could be in the shadows. You have no idea who they are, and they're just like yearning for you. And I'm hearing the song from the Bridgerton, I don't want to say musical, but it could be a musical. They made like an album out of season 1 of Bridgerton, okay? And it's like, I know you don't feel the same, but I burn for you is the song lyric coming through. So this person like has really strong feelings for you, because now we have the Queen of Cups. Very strong, nurturing love towards you. I would go as far as to say love, right? Because already we have the song, You Know I'd Fall Apart Without You. And I know you don't feel the same, but I burn for you. So this could be like a close friend, and you don't know they have these deep feelings for you. It could be anything like that, but it's definitely giving this person that's hid them well. They can kind of disguise them as, you know, being a good friend, or just asking how you're doing, or things like that. They're disguising these feelings because they're not apparent to you. It's the vibe that I'm getting. You're completely in the dark when it comes to how this person feels, okay? But this person comes as like a water sign, the true yearners, the true yearners of the freaking zodiac, the water signs, child. It makes sense. So the moon is giving Pisces, Cancer energy for me. And then, of course, the Queen of Cups is Cancer. So a Cancer or Pisces is yearning for you real bad. And I don't think you know the depth of it. They're keeping it quite hidden. Then we have the Eight of Swords. They definitely are. This person, it's giving, they have your number because the phone is ringing at work right now. Like, you probably can't hear it, but it's all the way in the back. The phone is ringing, and I'm like, if this person has your number, you know them. I'm assuming you don't give out your number to random people. So it's giving this person would be able to just call you if they wanted to, but they're not telling you the depth of their, emotions or feelings towards you. So let's get one more card. Who is this person that is yearning? Maybe it could be because you don't feel the same. Oh, not unrequited love. Like, now, what card in the deck would represent that for me? I have no idea. Unrequited love. Okay, my group threes, please, Spirit. Who's yearning for them? And then we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. Yeah, so someone who like keeps their emotions to themselves. They're not very forthcoming. They're not very I don't want to say vulnerable, because they're giving, that kind of energy, but it's like this person's not outward or open with their deepest flaws and regrets and, feelings of love and yearning. Like, that part is like very deep and hidden within them, like an ocean, We don't know half of what's in the ocean right now, child. We don't know half of it. We haven't explored most of it. I think like 95% of the ocean is still unexplored. Like, what the heck do you mean? What is down there? I don't want to know. Okay, but dag, that's the kind of energy coming through here. This person's like hiding their emotions so well, you have no idea. Okay, so hopefully we can get into their mind. We can figure out by the end of the reading who this person is, okay? We're going to get some cards from this deck here to get some like clarifiers. Let's do that really quickly to see what else we can find out about them. Here we have wedding and we have conversation. Interesting. This could be like a friend you've had conversations about weddings with. You've discussed getting married. This could be someone you're in a connection with right now, and they're just yearning for you. But I'm getting a secretive vibe here from some people. Maybe you don't know how deep their feelings go for you. This could be someone has feelings for you, but you don't know, the depth. You don't know the half of it, okay? Who is this person that is yearning for my group threes, please, Spirit? Who's yearning for my group threes? Give me some clarifiers. Who's yearning for my group threes? We have a messenger. And we have journey. Someone who could live far away from you. This could be a long distance friend. I want to say long distance lover. Who, child? I'm hearing part-time lover by Stevie Wonder. Part-time lover. So this could be a part-time lover. We have cheerfulness. Interesting. Is this survivor? You're getting a lot of cards. We have thoughts. This person's always thinking about you. And here we have sorrow. Whew, boy. Okay, let me fix this chair. Bruh, move. You're on my last nerve. We have thought. This is giving an old man. So this could be someone who's older than you, okay? There could be an age gap here. We have cheerfulness and we have sorrow. The gamut of emotions that's coming through this reading right now. We have sorrow, we have cheerfulness. Both. This person, like, I don't know. They could be like, I don't want to say volatile, but they're like mercurial is the vibe coming through. They could be some like more stoic, hard to read. Because I mean, I think that is definitely what I'm feeling here. So we'll start off with the tarot cards. Let's get into it. The moon, secrets, okay, emotions, nighttime, dreams. This could be someone you were dreaming about or someone who infiltrates your dreams. Or I feel like this person's always dreaming about you as well, because the way these dogs are barking up at the moon in anger, they're growling. They're not happy to be having these dreams, or they don't like the way the moon is affecting them. It's kind of what's coming through. So if you're coming through as the moon is like Celine. She's a goddess, like someone they want to worship, but they don't like that they want to. They don't like that they worship the ground you walk on. They don't like that they want to give you these things and they feel this way. That's funny. This person's funny. They're like, girl, they're barking at the moon. It's like, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Oh, that's funny. The dogs are barking like, I don't want to, and I'm not happy, but I'm still going to do it, right? So someone that can be a little bit grumpy, okay? I'm hearing someone's like misunderstood, right? So this person's going to have like a bad reputation, or people don't like them, or they're a little bit like a recluse or something like that. But this is funny. Then we have the Queen of Cups and someone who, okay. The Queen of Cups is someone who is predisposed to take care of everyone else, to care for them, to be an empath, to tune into their emotions, to figure out what they want, and to kind of give to them in some way. Okay, this person is very in tune with their emotions to the point of like feeling too much. And sometimes they feel like get on their nerves because they're kind of like, I don't want to feel this way today. But it's like their emotions rule them. It's kind of what's coming through a little bit. The Queen of Cups also kind of gives like a very soft, innocent individual as well. And I kind of want to say inexperienced too. This person may not be the most experienced when it comes to like relationships or, you know, extracurricular activities. They may not be the most like, you know, experienced in that case. Then we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is stuck in like a victim mentality, trapping yourself behind the steely gates, but you have the key to release yourself. So this person has like some self-imposed limitations, okay? Things that are holding them back from seeing the true potential in themselves or the true potential in you or in the connection. And it's something they have to kind of overcome, you know? It's kind of getting low self-esteem, if I'm being honest, with this energy here. It's like that person's too good for me. I don't deserve them. They're too beautiful. They're too smart, too this, too out of my league, whatever you want to call it. Is the kind of energy coming through here. And then we have the King of Swords, and immediately he's a king that keeps to himself. I love that we're bringing a king at all because we need some king with this energy coming through here. But this is definitely someone who like advocates for maybe others more than they advocate for themselves. Okay. But they're also someone who could be quite demanding as well. I really think it depends. Sorry, I had to yawn there. This person could always be tired. They could work a lot. That could be something coming through as well. So it's kind of like, I don't see how I could be with this person because I'm always tired. I'm always working. It's not going to work out. I have a lot of responsibilities. I'm stressed. With the Nine of Swords here, I barely sleep. Like I have, you know, problems and issues a mile wide. And I don't want to get this person involved in that, you know? And they see no way out, essentially. And it like, I'm hearing it sickens them. It makes them sick. It bothers them. So this person could go from like being happy with you to being sad, or just like being a happy person to being like hit with emotions, then they're sad, you know? That's like a Mercurial energy coming through for sure. King of Swords is, I believe, Aquarius energy. So this person could have Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. We have the moon, which is Pisces, okay? Then we have the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? This person is like very much, I don't know, like trapped in their head. Does that make sense? Because we have all these swords coming through here. We don't have any action cards. We don't have any like passion, drive. I want to make this work. Cups, besides the Queen of Cups. At least we know they care. Because please, with all these cards coming through here, is like, should I even care? Do I want to put up my BS kind of energy? We have cheerfulness. We have sorrow. Don't start with me. We have thought. So yeah, but all these swords coming through, it is something to think about often. You, this connection with you. Then we have a messenger. There's definitely someone who you, like, I feel like you talk to. That's so vague. And then we have a journey. So it's definitely someone you could have been on a long journey with, someone you've known for a long time. That could be something coming through as well. A friend that you message back and forth with, long distance, pen pal, partner, friend, lover, whatever. All those things are coming through. This person, I don't want to say likes being sad, but it's like they can't escape their emotions. That's something that is like coming through very strongly for this person. They can't run away from them. I don't think they want to. This person could like being sad and playing the sad, woe is me person. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna get some cards. I don't think I was supposed to put these cards back. I kind of kept all of them out for the entirety of the reading. And I do want one more card from this deck at least. There's two more missing. Nope, just one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it only 5? I guess. Okay, we had cheerfulness, we had sorrow, we had thought, journey, messenger. I think this is all of them. Okay, now we're gonna pull some cards from this deck to see what else we can get from this person. This person's very hard to read, which is why I feel like they've gone so long, yearning for you without you having any idea. Who is this person? Can you help us get more information on who this person is? You have 10 of Cups. Wow. This could be someone you feel very safe around, someone you feel very loved around, because they're very good at showing their emotions through actions and not words. When it comes to like expressing themselves through words, it's hard for them to take what they're thinking and put it into how they're feeling. But 10 of Cups says, okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles. This person sees you as their happy ever after. You could see them as the same thing. Especially if this is someone you're like actively, seriously dating and you see a future with them. Especially then. This person could live by the water, live by the beach. We have the Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. This person is definitely a bit of a loner. They don't like to rely on other people. They don't like to expect things from people. This person is like, I don't know what to say about them. I just want to give them a big hug. It's like no one like should feel obligated to be here. No one should feel obligated to be with me. No one should love me. Nobody should want me. That kind of thing is coming through. Then we have the World. We have 7 of Pentacles, and then we have 6 of Cups. This is a card that represents youth and connections built during your youth. So childhood best friend, you knew them for a long time. Okay, that's what I was getting from Journey as well. Someone you've known for a long time and put a lot of energy into, time into, is a vibe coming through. Very private person. Very independent person as well. They want to do everything by themselves. They don't like to ask for help, kind of thing. Then we have the World. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. Interesting. I don't know how to interpret this card. The World represents the end of a cycle. So maybe this is somebody you ended things with, and things are kind of over. I'm hearing over before they began. That could be something coming through. But the World does represent that as well. Wrapping things up, saying bye, the end of the movie, the credits, right? And there's a song called Credits by New West. It's not coming through, but that song could be important for you guys. This person does see you as like the end all be all in their life, but I don't know if that is like possible or something like that with you guys right now. But the Six of Cups is kind of giving the Queen of Cups energy. I want to take care of you. I want to help you. I want to be with you. I love you. I care for you. That kind of thing. The Six of Cups says, give yourself the compassion you were never given. Interesting. Yes, this person could have been like bullied or something. You or this person could represent a breath of fresh air for the other person, because it got a little musty in here. Because like the air isn't on. I don't like the noise in the background, but I have to like put it on for like a few minutes to cool off and then like start the reading again. So it's kind of giving you a breath of fresh air for them, or they are for you, that kind of thing. But it's definitely giving like a deep-seated friendship first and foremost. So it's definitely giving someone who you're friends with who is yearning for you on the low. And they're very good at hiding it, okay? This person with the Seven of Pentacles coming through, nurture what you have and see it, how it grows and grows. That's definitely the vibe that's coming through for this person. They'd like to put time and effort to the things they care about. So this person, like I said, may put you first or do nice things for you or always check up on you and make sure you're okay, or, you know, do little things that show they care, but they're still not really saying anything, right? If this is someone who you are with right now and there's no need for them to be yearning for you, this person wants to make your life easier. They want to do small things. They want to buy you things, you know. They want to make sure you're comfortable. They want to buy you flowers, the vibe that I'm getting as well. Especially with the Six of Cups card coming through right here. Everything is always rainbows and smiles whenever you're around. This person, like when you're not around, could like have like a very sad or somber life. And when you come around, things are happy. The same can be said for you when they're in your life. Like, I want more cards. Who's this person? How would you know them? Seven of Pentacles could be like work, or they're always working. That's how you would know who this person is. They're always working. They don't really have time for anything else. Like a very soft, caring, warm individual. I want to say like words of affirmation-y. They're always building you up kind of vibe is coming through for them. They spend a lot of time alone, though, in their head. The World is something here about like wanting to be seen or acknowledged is the vibe that's coming through as well. Maybe this person wants you to acknowledge like what they've done or how they feel. They could have told you how they feel before. You kind of ignored it or laughed it off, and then they never brought it up again. My group threes, please. Who is this person? I feel like I'm not getting enough for you guys, and so I'm trying to. Who is this person that's yearning for them? Can you tell us more about them? Six of Cups, old friend, childhood friend. You have the Empress, which is giving more nurturing energy. Let's take care of people. The Empress is Taurus and Libra vibes. They could have kids. Ace of Cups, they do have feelings for you. Exactly. Okay. And they have a lot of cups coming through. After I was like, there's not enough cups. This person wants to take care of you. They see a future life with you, right? They see you as mother to their kids. They want to be the mother or father to your kids. They want to put in the time and effort it takes to make things grow. This is definitely someone who has been in your life for a good minute now. How long does a good minute equate to? I have no idea. Okay, 10 of Cups could be 10 months or longer, right? Anything else from this deck that wants to come through? This person could like flowers. Like I said, buys you flowers. Is surrounded by flowers. Here we have a scholar, someone who's very smart and intelligent. We have waiting. They could be waiting for you to realize how they feel. Then we have a thief. Interesting. And then we have hope at the bottom of the deck. I've never gotten this card. First time for everything. I'm hearing that song Thief by 𝐓𝐴NZL. Call me a thief. There's been a robbery. I left with your heart broken and scarred, and I made no apology. Yeah. Thief by 𝐓𝐴NZL. I'm like, what is this song about? I'm trying to like play them in mind. I'm like, I don't really know. Darkness in my apartment, ripping pages, something on the parchment. Next day, and you're out again. Hollow, like an ink pen, something swallows. Like this, all the lyrics are not coming through. But basically, it's like, call me a thief. There's been a robbery. Yeah. So this person thinks you stole their heart. Ace of Cups. Do you feel the same in your heart? That's potential, dear. Scholar. Someone's always reading up on things, always learning, very smart. This person could be like a little chunky, a little like short and stout, you know. We have a thief. This person could consider themselves a thief and they want to steal your heart. And then we have waiting. So this person is definitely waiting for you to realize that they're there, that their feelings are real. Maybe you have acknowledged your feelings, but it's kind of like still things aren't going to work. So someone you may know that have feelings for you, deep down, but you are ignoring it because you may not want them back the same way. And that is fair, okay? Just because someone has a crush on you doesn't mean you have to have a crush on them. Just because someone's yearning for you does not mean you have to yearn for them as well, okay? But hope is definitely, there's like a little burgeoning of hope inside there telling me that things may, you know, turn out better than they are right now, or they just continue to keep getting better if it's someone you're already in a coupling with. It's definitely someone who wants to have kids, take care of kids, work hard for you. It's giving they want you to be a stay-at-home mom, or they're giving stay-at-home dad. Like they want to cook dinners, have meals. Being a homemaker is very important to them. I'm here. This person has really soft eyes that they look at you very like lovingly. I'm hearing like they're like eyes melt when they're looking at you. I'm getting also puppy dog eyes. This person could have puppy dog eyes, and I'm getting like very like soft, warm brown eyes from this person. But yeah, this person, yo, I just heard they're sick of waiting. That's funny. Excuse you. They're sick of waiting. They want more. 10 of Cups is giving romance, happy ever after. We fall in love and, you know, walk off into the, stroll off into the sunset. We have the kids, we have the life, we have the vacations. That kind of vibe is coming through. And they're kind of waiting for that right now. That's what this person is. But look at how, if you can see in the card, how she's looking so like longingly. It's kind of like giving sigh. They're just waiting with bated breath for you to see them, okay? Or for you to continue loving them, or just to see where things go, right? They're trying to be patient as well. If this is someone you're already like, you know, taking things to the next level with, or trying to figure out where this can even go. They see potential in you. They see you as a beautiful mother. The Empress, there's a beauty to be found in every experience. There's nothing better than the Empress. The fact that they're seeing you as the Empress, they consider you to be perfect. And like I said, there's like a little bit of insecurity coming through here, so they may not feel like they deserve you. There may have been already an ending in this connection because we did have the world coming through here. Seven of Pentacles is that even though there could have been an ending, they're still like watering the seeds of their feelings for you with the Seven of Pentacles here. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. They have been nurturing these feelings and the feelings keep growing and growing. Okay, which is why I'm getting there could be someone you know already. Or this could, this is someone you know. This could be someone you met and you're dating and, you know, frolicking and whatever, getting to know each other, falling in love, boom. Or someone you met and it's like nothing has happened too serious yet, you know? But definitely in the long distance. But I hope this reading resonated in some kind of way. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 4s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 4 or just happened to stumble upon this video and happened to stumble upon group 4, then welcome to your reading. Today's reading is going to be about who is yearning for you, who is wanting you, all that good stuff. It was inspired by the song Wanted by Hunter Hayes, okay? So I was trying to figure out what kind of reading to do, and I was like, I really don't know. I feel like I've done everything there is under the sun. I haven't really been feeling inspired lately. So let me know what kind of readings you guys want to know or see in the comments, please, and thank you. But anyway, the song came through because it was on the list that I have of ideas. Sometimes I just put down songs, and the song like was stuck in my head even after I chose another topic. So yeah, that's kind of coming through. So the song keeps playing in your head even though you chose another topic. So even though maybe this person may have moved on or you have moved on, you're still a topic that's playing in their mind. It's kind of what I'm getting from that whole thing. I'm being like called to focus on that tidbit that I mentioned. But you could be also this person, I guess, could be like a spicy fire sign who wants to lock you down, but maybe you keep evading them or playing hard to get or, you know, stuff like that. Because when I was shuffling the deck, I kept seeing, well, the King of Wands, he's still there. And then I also kept seeing the, yeah, look, the Four of Cups, which is the playing hard to get card. Yeah, somebody here is playing hard to get. They could be or you could be. But I kept seeing the King of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles, as we all know, if you know about tarot, you've seen enough readings, is the happily ever after, marriage, big happy family card, okay? You are married, you're living together, you have the dogs, you have the cats, you have the kids, the white picket fence, that kind of thing. That's what I kept seeing. And then the King of Wands kept coming through. So it's spicy. I heard white guy. Oh my gosh, please, spirit, don't do that. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. Okay. So a spicy white guy. Oh Lord. Anyway, yeah, I just got distracted because I was out this weekend and I was trying to explain that to somebody. I feel like I forgot what I was trying to say or who I was trying to reference, but I was like telling another fellow Black queen that I was, oh, yes, exactly. Thank you, Spirit, because this story is funny as heck. So it was like a dating event in the city, and it was like karaoke based, which I love because that's really fun. And she was also the dating event. I didn't know her prior. So she came, I came, I was singing some songs, and I think she made her way over to the bar. And then I started a conversation with her. We became friendly, and we were like telling each other our types. And I was like, there weren't that many, cute guys at the place, or any that I was attracted to anyway. And I was like, what about you? What's your type? And she was telling me her type. And I'm like, the only few people that I did talk to that I found, attractive weren't really carrying the conversation. It was mad boring, I start with something that could get the conversation to continue flowing, and they would just like stop talking. I'm like, okay, that's my sign. Let me dip. And there's this one guy, he kept looking at me and would like find ways to get close. And then when I started talking to him, stagnancy, boring. And I'm like, you know what? I'm head out. And then he ended up leaving. So I was explaining to her, I'm like, did you see the spicy white guy that was here earlier? Because he was giving black man, but he was white, okay? He had the fade, he had the beard, he had the clothes, he was well groomed. And I'm like, boy, if you don't get your little, if I don't, anywho. And I was trying to explain to her, I'm like, you didn't see the spicy white guy? She's like, huh? I'm like, the guy with the beard and the hair. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, girl, he was giving black man in a white man's body, like spicy white. That can be coming through for you guys, okay? But I meant to say spicy fire sign, okay? So let us get into it. This person gonna want to lock you down, but you're playing hard to get, or they're playing hard to get, but they're yearning. Very weird vibes. Anyway, let's see what comes through. Let's not judge before we get the whole story. Group 4, please spare who's yearning for them. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So someone you're not talking to right now, or someone you're having troubles communicating with, like getting on the same page, you know, saying what you want, them saying what they want. You could be having a hard time having conversations with this person, or it's just radio silence at this point, which I mean, ghetto, right? I know. You have the Hangman. Yeah, things are on a pause right now. There's no communication. You guys aren't talking, okay? I'm hearing what there could be lurking, could be watching. The Hangman is in a remote viewing state. He's watching everything but not taking any actions. He's learning but not doing anything. There's no movement forward here. So this person could be remote viewing you. This person could be watching you but not talking to you. Lurking, essentially, okay? Who is this person? That is, yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you could have kicked them to the curb, and then we have the 2 of Cups. So this could be a person who you were in a previous connection with. You kicked to the curb. Yeah, kick them to the curb. Like, get out. I don't want to deal with your BS, okay? Or this is definitely someone who feels abandoned or left out in the cold by you, even though they felt kind of romantic potential, okay? Let's get some cards from this. Ooh, be careful here. Don't do that. Oh, don't piss me off. And you do anyway. And it's funny how we were also having a conversation, me and the girl. Sorry to kind of feel like I segued, but I picked up the card and it said pleasure seekers. And it reminded me of what the girl was also saying, how she wasn't sure of people's intentions at the function because she had also talked to the spicy white guy and he was like, oh, I live not far from here. And I'm like, ew, is he serious right now? Like, you're coming to a date and then to pick up chicks? That's dirty, that's foul, and that's just gross behavior, okay? Pleasure seekers is definitely giving me that vibe. You know, a good time guy, doesn't really want anything serious, but is surprised when you block him or don't want to talk to him because he's giving player vibes. Like, sir, please. Anywho, we grow, please. Oh, don't mind me. I'm acting a fool. Oh my gosh. Okay, finally, because I've been too prim and proper for group 1 and 3. Like, I was very, you know, chill. I don't know what it was, but now I feel like I'm getting into myself because, excuse me, okay? Anywho, we grow, please. Ain't nobody got time for that. And it's funny how there's 3 we grows in the card. That's funny. Oh my gosh, I cracked myself up. If anybody's offended by that, child. People get offended by so many things these days. It's kind of annoying to keep up with. Unless it's like... Oh my gosh, I can't. Well, obviously, if you're a black person, you know Negro, please, okay? But this person that I'm picking up on is not giving Negro, right? He's giving a we-gro. He's giving a white man who likes to appear like a black man, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You can appreciate someone's looks and, I mean, a culture's looks or a specific race's looks, whatever. But it's kind of like when it's followed by gross behavior, now I'm going to be like, I'm going to clown you because please, we grow, please. Okay, anyway. Here we have wife. What the heck? Pleasure seekers and wife? Is this some kind of, what do they call those people? Swingers thing going on here? What do they call it? I don't want to say the word. I feel like YouTube's going to get me in trouble. But when a guy likes to see his wife be with other men, kind of thing. The C word. Here we have Scala. Okay, what's coming through here? Are we getting someone who's serious or getting someone who's acting a fool? Like, I would like to know. That could be something you're asking as well. What card is this? And we have misfortune. Yeah, this could have started off really well, honestly. There could have been connection. There could have been attraction. You guys could have had a good time together. And then all of a sudden things just went, haywire. Things just went tits up, as the Brits would say. I feel like that's a British term. Like, it went tits up. Like, what happened here? This person can think the same thing. I'm not sure. Like I said, things are misconstrued or lost in translation, and nobody was willing to clarify things, or you guys gave up too easily. I don't understand. But this person is not talking. They're very much in, like I said, a viewing standpoint of the connection. They're out in the cold, wherever you're concerned. They're not actively in your life right now, I would say. Like, you could still know them, and you know what I mean? Think of them and they think of you, but you're not talking. You're not seeing them every day, that kind of thing. Okay. And then we have Two of Cups, which is like kind of very confusing. I do want more cards, so let me get as much as we can. Can I get a clarifier for the Two of Cups? Why is that here? For who this person is. And then we have the Two of Wands. Two of Cups, Two of Wands. This is someone who wants to explore things for sure. But what happened here? What happened? Can we get a clarifier for the Ace of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit? The Ace of Swords in reverse. Why is all that here? I'm hearing there was like a lot of rah. So a lot of like noise. It could have been outside noise from other people who kind of deterred this connection. And we have the King of Wands actually showing his face. How crazy is that? But then we have it in reverse. So you could have intimidated this person, or they got like cold feet, they got scared. We have like a chameleon in the card, like right here. So there could be something here about them like being slimy, or reptile-like, reptilian. Reptiles, they don't have the best reputation. They're known for being cold-blooded. That's what I know about reptiles, child. Okay, and being able to survive in like intense climates. This person could be a little bit of a survivor, and they're kind of scared to maybe let loose and let a connection come into their life. I'm not sure. But the Two of Wands is being open to exploration. Maybe they wanted to explore outside of the connection you guys had together. Yeah. They wanted to be a swinger. They wanted to be open, is what I'm getting. As well, that's kind of coming through with the Two of Wands, like exploring whilst in a connection. How ghetto. This person didn't know what they wanted, is the vibe coming through. Or they did, and it wasn't what you wanted. And now they're kind of like missing you, because they kind of, they're asked out now because you don't want them. Like, if you want to be with me and somebody else, you better go find somebody else and leave me to hell alone. Period. Like, I don't want to share. I'm not a sharer. I want a monogamous relationship. And they said, oh, no, but we can do non-monogamous. You're like, no. I'm not trying to be friends with benefits. I'm not trying to hook up on the side. I want something long. I want something withstanding. And I want something, true and real, right? I don't want to share. Not saying there's something wrong with sharing, but that's not what I want. Okay? And I'm telling you my truth. I'm speaking my truth. So it's kind of giving that energy coming through for this person, where they could have wanted something more than you were able to provide them. Because they're in this King of Wands energy, or the King of Wands in reverse, which would be like a blocked, negative, low vibrational King of Wands, right? Can I get a clarifier for the Hangman? Why is the Hangman here? There's something here about them viewing things, or reviewing things, thinking of things that they did wrong in the moment, they could have fixed or done better. We have Magician, Justice, and the King of Cups. Very interesting for clarifying the clarifying the Hangman. Interesting. Yeah, they're trying to manifest some apology or a clean slate, or being able to start things over, because justice is things being righted. Fairness. What is that noise? Don't play with me. Things being righting your wrongs, karma, right? So maybe they're experiencing good karma. I didn't mean to say that. Maybe they're experiencing bad karma, or they want things to, like I said, right their wrongs. Okay, you don't need to over-explain it. And then we have King of Cups. They're trying to turn their emotions off. This person who is yearning for you. Yeah, they could be trying to turn their emotions off and like manifest something new or get over you, but it's like, proving a little difficult, which is very funny because you're not going to play with somebody's emotions and then leave and think you're going to like just stop thinking about them. No, that guilt runs deep, right? Especially when you hurt somebody who's actually a good person. It's like, why would you do that? For what? Was it worth it? The King of Cups coming out in reverse could be someone who's also like emotionally immature, emotionally unstable, don't really know what they want. But then why are they yearning for you? Can we just, people like this piss me off. Can we get a cute reading, please? I don't want no ghetto reading here. This person could be really smart with the scholar coming through here, but they just make dumb decisions. There are truly people who are like intellectually intelligent, but they're not the sharpest tack in the bin or shed when it comes to like their emotions. So this person could be like underdeveloped emotionally, and they're very smart, very intelligent, but smart is not everything. There needs to be some depth and emotion and some accountability as well. You know what I mean? So you can't manifest a reunion or manifest right doing or a chance to right your wrongs if you're not like working on your emotional integrity, Okay. I want to I guess these cards could stay up here for a second and then. But they are feeling left out in the dust. They're kind of missing you, even though they were the ones in the wrong. I'm not gonna lie here. Or sugarcoat. Now let's see what else is coming through for your person. Can we get more to know more about them? This could be someone who's this person could be married, first and foremost, and they are in a swinger connection with their man. That just came through really strong. This person's excuse me. Okay, heard you. This person could definitely be married, and they're in a connection where they're open to exploring new things or new people at that, and they're definitely trying to explore you as a connection, not emotionally, just physically, because these two wands here is kind of giving, and the King of Wands. Oh yes, they just want to bleep your brains out, but because for pleasure seeking, it's coming through clear now. This is ghetto. Why is it always coming through? What's up with y'all? One of my groups of married men. Because, come on now. Don't do that. It's just egregious. Let me stop. Anywho, I'm not blaming y'all at all. But I'm just saying these men out here are real tacky, okay? Even if it is allowed in your marriage. Why are you bothering someone who doesn't want to be bothered? Shoot. Anyway, yeah. It's giving this person wants to be with you and their wife or girlfriend or spouse or whatever would allow it. But they don't want it to be emotionally fulfilling. They want it to be physically fulfilling, which is why we have these cards coming through. This person have a wife and child. Look at that. Wife and child. How ghetto is this? This person could be really intelligent, really smart, I don't like this. They know what they're doing is what I'm getting from this. They know what they're doing, and it's not cute. I don't like it. If you're down for that, cool. This person's mad. They want to see how things go. But it's you don't want it. I'm getting that vibe. Okay, let's see. Jeez Louise. Why does there always gotta be a ghetto pile? Who is this person? How will my group fours know who this is? Please, Spirit, what can we get? Let's see what this is coming through. King of Wands, I believe, is Leo energy. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. Justice is Libra energy. The Magician is Virgo and Gemini energy. Any other major arcana cards coming through? No. So we have Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, and Leo. So basically all the fixed signs besides Taurus coming through here for you guys. It's a very stubborn, set in their ways kind of person. Okay, let's see. How will my group fours know who this is? Can we get more hints and clues as to how they know this person? Please, Spirit, don't fall. We have the Knight of Wands. This card is so pretty. This person, I don't know, they kind of get you in your naughty girl. Tonight, I'll be your naughty girl. I'm calling all my girls. This person gets you in your wanting to sneak out of the house, wanting to break the rules kind of energy, okay? That's the vibe that's coming through. That's how you know who this person is, because look at her sneaking out the house. Where are you going, sis? Get your behind back in the crib. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. Look at that. This whole thing or scenario about someone here being married for some of you and you wanting to break the rules a little bit is crazy. Naughty, naughty. Naughty group fours. Naughty. But they light your fire. It's kind of giving us a bad idea, right? Seeing you tonight is a bad idea, right? And then we have the Hangman coming through again, which is crazy to me. So this is definitely someone who, I don't know. I heard on the back burner. This person could be on the back burner. You could be in the relationship that's open and this person's tempting you to, be... How can I describe this? Maybe you're in a relationship and this person is tempting you to, make it open. if that's even an option, you know what I mean? Because if it's not, that's just blatant cheating, and we don't like that around these parts, okay? Because that comes back to bite you with the Justice card. That could be how this person's trying to do it on the up and up. This person's trying to do it the right way. This person, whoever they are trying to do this affair, this dalliance, whatever it is, the right way. So no bad karma comes back to bite them in the butt. Because while they may be very smart and not that emotionally involved with you, they are smart enough to know that, at least this is like, it's like bad dog. Dogs know when things are bad, but they still do it to kind of test your patience until you keep being strict about those things. And then it becomes like, that's how you train them, essentially. When they first come to your crib and they just pee everywhere. If you keep letting them pee everywhere, they're going to keep peeing everywhere. If they come and you're kind of like, no, you're very strict, and you catch them and put them on a weed pad or take them outside or whatever, sooner or later they're going to learn to not pee in the house, right? It's going to be a routine for them. It's going to be something they learn, right? This man, I guess you could say, is definitely someone who came in like thinking they're going to be all slick and suave, and they're going to take you home and you're going to fall for it, and you're like, no, come at me with some respect, right? Or, you know what I mean? Or I need a better offer or something like that. You made them work for it, and now they're kind of like trying to work for it in a kind of way, But first, they have to be in this hangman energy, trying to figure out how or what they have to do to make it work, right? The hangman is, I believe, Pisces energy or Cancer. I'll be forgetting, child. How would my group force know who this person is? We have 8 of Cups. Yeah, someone you walked away from. They made you an offer they thought you wouldn't be able to refuse. You was like, heck no, I'm leaving. I'm hearing that song, I Wonder If I Take You Home. I don't know who sings it though, but that song is coming through. Very interesting. Yeah, this person makes you want to bring out your inner freak, your inner naughty by nature energy. You're kind of like, I don't know. Or you do that for them. If it doesn't resonate for you, then you would always, place it upon them, and that's how they feel towards you. You bring out their inner, like, naughty person, and they kind of want to experience that side of them with you. They may not have that in their connection right now, and they want to explore something new. The 8 of Cups is literally an energy of having good enough, but wanting better. This person could be in a connection right now where their person, which I just hate, referring to someone like this, but they're in a connection that's good enough for them. But then they met you, and it's kind of like, not me, you're in even more, because I know what this person would be capable of giving me. But I don't, but I don't want to get emotionally involved, and then things get messy, and that kind of energy is coming through. But the 8 of Cups is literally like, I have something good, but I want something better, right? Ugh, they got disgusted. But that's life, honestly. If you are not feeling something with one person, you should not waste your time. You should move on. But some people want their cake and eat it too. Like, until I know this person wants me, I'm not going to break up with this last person so I can have like a fallback plan. You know what I mean? It's so ghetto. Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Wands. And it says it would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you. Yeah, you're not giving in. And I love that for you. Clap yourself on the back, guys. Someone who's yearning for you could be in a connection already, okay? That's the big vibe that I'm getting after getting all the cards out on the table. And they're tempting, don't get me wrong. But I feel like you're not going to succumb to the pressure or peer pressure they're trying to force upon you. But they're definitely manifesting you. I think that's what I have for y'all. Let's see if anything else was to come through in these cards here. Who is this person? How they know them? We have cheerfulness. This person is a good time. The King of Wands is definitely someone who's a good time. Okay. They're very persuasive, very sexy, very attractive. They're used to getting what they want based on their looks. Here we have joyfulness, we have cheerfulness, we have joyfulness, like a very overall happy, jovial person. Their, logic and the thoughts and how they want to live their life could be a little bit flawed, but overall, they're a pretty happy person. They have a house, exactly. This could be someone you're with, for others of you. I don't know if this is going to resonate, but it's definitely giving maybe you're in an open connection. But this person, no, you're in an open connection, period, right? Or you're in an open connection with this person. They're trying to look for other people as well, which would kind of, make sense if you're in an open connection, right? You know this person, they live with you. You have fun. And look at how we have 3 people dancing. Look, we have a man with 2 women. Oh my freaking gosh, guys. Stop it. Stop it. What's going on here? I don't like it. Oh God. I'm like, what the heck? Look at this nice big house. You're going to need a big house to accommodate all these sister wives or sister husbands or brother husbands. Whatever. This person could be attracted to more than one gender. They want to, have their wife and then also have a boyfriend, or have their husband but also have a wife or a girlfriend on the side. Like, what's going on? This is quite funny. You could know this person from social settings. Is kind of giving you and their spouse or their girlfriend or boyfriend, move in the same circles. It's giving a little bit of high society because this person has like a big house here. This house being considered a house and not like a manor or a freaking hotel is crazy to me. And then we also had pleasure seekers coming out earlier in the reading, and it's kind of giving, boys will be boys kind of energy, where they all come from like well-to-do backgrounds, and those boys get away with every freaking thing in the world under the sun, honestly, and they're all well-dressed in like their suits and their Sunday best. But it's definitely giving parties, you know what I mean? Fanciful vacations. This person, you could have met them on a vacation as well, is what I'm getting. This could be like a summer fling. Oh boy, because I was reading a book in a series of books that I started reading a long time ago. And I believe I mentioned it in the last freaking reading where this theme came through again, of like cheating. It's called The Evolution of Sin by Gianna Darling. Such a good book. And I was reading her most recent book about the brother of Giselle. And Giselle and Sinclair meet in Mexico or something like that. I forget where they meet. But they meet and decide to have like a whole fling for the week. And after that, they just don't decide, or they won't be together again. They decide like have a little fling. He's engaged. She's single. But they're like, when in Rome, but in Paris, whatever the freaking saying is. And they're like, okay, we're going to have a week together or whatever, how much time we have left, period. And after that, it's over. Cool. They, canoodle for a week. They fall in love and they go back to like New York and thinking they're never going to see each other again. Just for her to get back home. And our husband, bruh, can I relax? And her sister introduced her to her fiance, and lo and behold, Sinclair is the freaking sister's fiance. And then we have 3 books of them trying to figure out how to be together. It's just so good. Gianna does it so good. Gianna, she's a genius. Her and a few other authors really have me crying, screaming, throwing my phone, squealing, and getting like, they have me going through the whole gamut of emotions, okay? But that book is coming through, and they, you know what I mean? They fall in love or have that connection. And you know what I mean? And I think the sister was like fine with him seeing other people. I forget the connection him and the sister had. But he's like, I don't love her. I don't want to be with her, whatever, and so on and so forth. And so the story goes, but it's definitely giving, we have these 3 people here, 2 women, 1 man, 2 women, 1 man. And here we have 3 men. So something about that is coming through for y'all. That's who's yearning for y'all. Someone who's in a connection, married, whatever, boot up. And this is just ghetto. Let me know in the comments if this is real, because I need to know, because I'm like, why is the storyline always coming through? And it just, you can't deny the facts coming through in the cards, honestly. 8 of Cups, walking away from good enough and finding something even better. Like, whatever do you mean? Very ghetto. 9 of Wands, just like being tired to the point of wanting to give up but not wanting to give up. This person has like maybe met their breaking point in a shaky connection they're in, and they kind of found you and everything is nice. I'm hearing, why do we have pleasure seekers? Why do we have cheerfulness? Why do we have joyfulness? Why do we have house? And didn't I say the 10 of freaking Pentacles came out the bottom of the deck when we first started? Yes, period. This person could be in a shaky connection and they met you, and now they're yearning for the freedom and the joy and cheerfulness they feel with you. Oh, the ghetto. Please. I can't. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get out of this ghetto energy. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry. The sun was like beaming in my eye. I'm trying to hide from the sun. You could be representing the sun to this person, right? And them being the Leo, they are the King of Wands, being the first energy that I was picking up on. They were attracted to the sun because Leo is at home in the sun, and we have house here. Boom. So you could be a Leo as well, okay? Oh, this is juicy. I kind of want to keep going and see what's up, but I can't. It's time for me to go. But if you ever want to book a personal reading or learn more about this connection or situation, you could always book with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.